Mazda CX5 change main engine mounting. As you can see, already leak. There's a lot of tissue paper to absorb all the oil which has been leaking from the main engine mounting. Okay, support the car, engine bay, oil sump. Okay, we are going to use a breaker bar. So all together got 1 screw, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once you loosen up, ready to come out. So this is the old engine mounting. Pay attention to this height. Okay, so the height has been reduced compared to the new engine mounting. So if you put side by side, you can see the heights different. Okay, so this engine mounting basically has been in operation for about 9 years, which clocks to close to 180,000 kilometers. So we are replacing it with a brand new engine mounting, originally from Mazda. I think the batch number now is 14. The initial number was 1 because this is the first version. So basically in today's engine mounting technology, it is not only using rubber, but it is pre-filled with hydraulic oil inside here. So this is how it plays, during vibration. Okay, the engine mounting has been installed. The bolts has been tightened up according to torque. Okay, 200 Newton meter, and the jack has been removed. So the main engine mounting has been installed. We are going to replace the engine mounting, which is at the gearbox. So we have to open up basically this thing need to just loosen up and move it aside, and the whole battery compartment need to be removed, including the battery tray. Right, so let's get started. The air filter has been removed. Okay, just size 10, 1, 2. Okay, 2 size 10, and then undo the hose to the throttle body, undo the sensor, just keep it aside. Okay, so that is the air filter. So now we have already disconnected the battery. So now we are going to basically just remove this. Okay, 4 screws here. Okay, so everything associated to the battery plate is removed. Okay, so this computer box, the ECU, the bracket has been removed. You got 4 screws there, and then not to force open because you will have 1 more screw here with a clip. Okay, so this clip will be clipping on the housing here. So you just have to pry the clip open. So this is the housing for your ECU. Once that is done, you may push everything this side. Okay, so now it's clear. So this is the battery tray. You just have to remove the battery, and then you can remove the battery tray. The engine mounting is right under the battery tray. Okay, so everything associated to the battery plate is removed. Okay, so this computer box, the ECU, the bracket has been removed. You got 4 screws there, and then not to force open because you will have 1 more screw here with a clip. Okay, so this clip will be clipping on the okay, to make things easier, because this bolt here is being disturbed by this casing, right? Because this casing sits like this, so you can see it's disturbed. So what you can do is undo size 10 to remove this clip. Just there's a clip here. Okay, so remove this clip, take out from here, and then there is a clip down here. Okay, just pry out from here. This whole thing can be lifted. Okay, so we can just push it at the side here, so that now we got good access to this bolt, which is size 17. Right, and we are good to go. Old transmission engine mounting versus new, original. So this is the old part. So what we can obviously see is, you can see the crack inside here. You can see the crack, okay, and the rubber also is already very hard, because the moment I twist it, it's already it broke. So you can see the crack develop, right? Okay, so for the new one, I'm putting it at the same view, same view. Both are at the same view. Okay, so you look at the rubber, very soft, and you cannot see any crack. There is no crack at all. What about this side? Let's take out this rubber, because this is already very old. You can see the crack already propagate, okay, from here right to here. So in other words, the engine mounting, the rubber is not much holding the engine anymore. You can see both sides, the crack have propagate from left all the way to right, and you can see there is also a lateral crack here. Okay, so we orientate the new one. Okay, both are at the same direction. The new one, of course, this is very soft. Of course, you cannot see any crack. I also took out this bracket. Okay, this bracket basically sits on the gearbox. You have 19 nuts, okay, 3 nuts to undo, and then size 10 here, which holds the negative terminal cable. You undo this. Why? Because later easy for you to mount the engine mounting in. But remember, of course you have to support your transmission oil sump before removing the engine mounting. So hand tightest, put the long screw in size 17, okay, and you just hand tightest, right? So in my case, it's hand tight, so it's so then you put on the box. Okay, now this entire unit is basically just carefully drop into the space. It goes 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we okay, of course, okay, this is all the screws. Okay, so don't tie anything. So got all the, and this one, so got all the screw line. So inside. So once all the screws are already intact, then you can start tightening up according to the torque. All 250 Newton meter. Okay, so now we are in the midst of changing the engine mounting, number 3. This engine mounting for Mazda CX5, this sits right at the middle of the engine at the back. So as you can see, the engine mounting is located there. So it is 2 bolts, one here and one here, and it is size 17. So we got to do these 2 bolts. Okay, it is recommended to support part of the engine, which is the gearbox. Okay, so this has been opened. Okay, and to open up this was rather simple, but it was hard to come out. So what you need to do is, you just loosen up these 2 nuts which holds this plate. Okay, just loosen up. So once you loosen up, as you can see, okay, automatically this thing will fall. But you cannot take out your engine mounting from down, because there is a groove here. Your engine mounting sits on the groove, so you have to push it up. So your engine mounting, this mounting will come out from the top. You just take it out like that. There you can see the groove, this groove. So the engine mounting basically sits there. So you got to push it up and then you take it out from here. Okay, this is the old one, this is the new one. One thing we noticed that the new one, there has a hole here. The old one doesn't have a hole, but they are very fine surface cracks on the rubber itself. Okay, this height has been reduced. This is actually also rubber. This height has been reduced. This height is the new original height. Okay guys, one thing for sure, when this thing is deflected, you can see the cracks. Okay, there are 2 screws. Remember, the longest screw is there. Okay, the longest screw is the back, you use hand first, and the shortest screw is at the front. Okay, so you push this and push it. Okay, so you just hand first. Then you tighten up according to the torque, which is 200 Newton meter, 200 Newton meter. So we have just installed the engine mounting, all tightened up according to the torque. So we're going to ram and see. Okay guys, so we have completed changing all three engine mounting for the CX5, the main one near the gearbox and the rear lower back engine mounting. Okay, so hope this video has benefited you in a way. Till we meet again, checking out now from your Dr. DIY channel. Stay blessed.